Hey guys, Mr. Chapman. It is Monday, April 20th. All right, and I wanted to go ahead and give you step number 4 here. So if you can see my screen right now, which I'm sure you can, basically what we have here is we have my website. Okay, and your job last week was to finish all the background. So let's take a look at all my background. So here's my proposal. Here's my research. Here's the writing section, which I'm still not sure on that one. Design cycle, final product, and the reflection. All right, and future implications. Okay, so I did all my backgrounds. Okay, now what we're going to do this week is something that you guys need to work on desperately because you are not very good at this. It is the research section. So this week we're really going to dedicate our week to doing research and putting research on our page entitled Research right here. Okay, so the reason you guys are not very good at this is you haven't had enough practice with it. Now, when you're doing research for your topic, you're basically going to be looking for information about whatever it is you're doing, okay? And that's all going to go here. Now, there's a couple ways to do this, okay? Number one, you can do your research and write a lot and put a lot of pictures on one Google Doc and put it right here, okay? The other thing you can do is actually use our layouts to put our research in, okay? And so I'm going to do it with the layouts, all right? Now remember, my project is to make coasters with a laser engraver, okay? So what I'm going to do with mine is I'm going to actually have research about lasers, okay? And research about maybe even coasters. I don't know. What's the history of a coaster? I don't know. Okay, who thought up the idea? I don't know. Okay, why do lasers cut? Okay, why does light cut into things? Okay, so I'm basically going to do that research. Okay, and I'm going to do it right now. All right, now, like I said, I'm going to use the layouts. Now look over here on the right side. Okay, on the right side we have all of our different layouts. Now the layouts can have a picture and some words. Okay, we can do collapsible text. I've never played with these. You can put in a button, which I've never done, divider. There's all these cool things that you can do with this. And it's just a matter of playing around with them, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start with, I'm just going to go with the first layout. And I'm just going to click on it. Okay, and now what we have here is a picture, and we can put in some text over here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to research lasers. Okay, so I'm going to open a new tab and I'm going to type in laser engraver. Okay, so we get some ads for buying laser engravers. How does it work? Hey, look at that. Came right up. Check this out. Laser etching, which is a subset of laser engraving, occurs when the heat from the beam causes the surface of the material to melt. A laser beam uses high heat to melt the surface of the material. Oh, laser engraving right here. All right, let's just go to Wikipedia. Let's just find out what lasers are about. Actually, I don't really like using Wikipedia because they're not always accurate. What about this one? Troteclasser.com. I don't know. Looks like this is a company that makes laser engravers. How does laser marking work? Let's just go back to Wikipedia. All right. Using lasers to engrave an object. No, go inside. Close the door. All right. So, engraving service where hot branding and laser bonding. Okay. So, So we have a laser, a controller, which moves the laser around. Okay, and actually I've seen this with my own laser engraver. The laser actually moves around, putting marks on the surface. Okay, so, all right, let's go ahead and put some stuff in here. Let's go ahead and put an image. Let's find images. And I'm going to go ahead and take this image. I'm going to click Save Image As. Download one. Okay, it just downloads down here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add that in here. Upload. Right here. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to give it a title called laser engraving, and then I'm going to write some text about what it is. A laser engraver uses a controller which moves the laser around. The laser uses heat to burn an image into an object. Sweet. All right, so there's a little research on a laser engraver. Okay. Laser engraver invention. What if we figure out some research on the laser engraver? Because lasers have been around for quite a long time. Right here. In 1960, Theodore Maiman invented the first ruby laser, which is widely considered to be the first viable optical laser. However, Gordon Gould is credited the first person to use the word laser, and some believe he invented the first laser. Huh. What's this? History of laser cutting. This is also it's clearly a manufacturer. That's all right. Okay, so using cutting with lasers for the aerospace industry, this one including metal. So lasers are a pretty big deal. We do a lot with them. Here's a laser engraver. Look, they actually engraved rocks, which is pretty amazing. You need a pretty strong laser to be able to do that. Mine is pretty weak. It's pretty cheap. Actually, lasers, basically the machine itself is very cheap, but the laser is the expensive part. And so mine was a very cheap machine because the laser is not great. But anyway, I'll show you that when I actually do the laser cutting. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that history in about the guy who invented the laser. Right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do another layout. And I'm going to put a picture of this guy, Theodore Maiman. I'm going to open a new tab. Theodore Maiman. Good looking gentleman. All right, save images. Save. And we're going to go ahead and put him in. There he is. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to give it his name there. Theodore Maiman is credited as the first inventor of the laser. Cool. What else about him? I like looking at these people because they're pretty fascinating. It's fascinating to look at the history. So actually, 1927 to 2007. So he died when he was 79 in British Columbia, Canada. Interesting. Wow, pretty famous guy. National Academy of Sciences and Engineering. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So, His invention paved the way for other inventors to improve and create more powerful lasers to cut surfaces and do other work. Cool. Okay, so we got laser engraving, we got the guy who created the laser. Okay. Now I also want to look at the history of the coaster for fun. By the way, I had you guys choose your project because I wanted it to be interesting to you. So I hope that whatever you're looking at is interesting to you. First of all, I didn't know about this guy, Theodore Maiman, until today. I don't think anyone knew he existed. Okay, so it's cool to learn about these things because we're learning about people that have gone unnoticed for many years. I mean, who knows this guy, honestly? Okay, so let's go ahead and throw in another layout. You know what? Let's do a different one. Remember to click on the garbage can, it'll delete it. I almost canceled the recording there. All right, this thing is in the way. That's annoying. There we go. Okay, let's add a different one. Let's add this one. It has 2 pictures and 2 words. All right, let's go. The history of the coaster. You gotta be careful. Table coaster. Oh, check this out. It's called a drink coaster. Coasters which at the surface of a table or any other surface that might use a drink. All right, cool. Okay, so let's do that first. Let's just take this image right here because, and by the way, we're not selling anything or using this for anything other than a quick report, so we're not going to worry too much about copyright. So don't be too worried about that. Let's do this one's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and grab this one. And the reason we're going to grab it is because these show advertisements. So coasters are widely used for advertising. Okay, so I obviously uploaded the wrong image. So let's try that again. All right, upload. There we go. All right, now we got some advertising. Okay, cool. All right, so drink coasters. All right, and let's put a little history in this one. So all I got to do is go back to here. All right. History. First coasters were designed for decanters or wine bottles, so it could be slid or coasted. Oh, that's the history of coaster. Coasted around the dinner table after the servants had retired. They were in common use after about 1760. Early coasters took the form of a shallow tray or dish made of wood, paper mache, silver, or silver plate. That's pretty cool. In 1880, the first beer mats of cardboard were introduced by the German printing company. That's very cool. Okay, so let's see. Drink. Oh, I already wrote it. Drink coasters were first used in the 18th century to pass drinks around the table when servants were not available. The coasters were made of wood or metal, and people could place their drinks on the coasters and move them or coast them around the table. That's pretty cool. All right, and Okay. Coasters were used in Germany in the 1800s as advertising for different drinks. Very cool. Okay, and then I don't know if you've ever been to a restaurant like McMenamin's. They have a lot of coasters that they make. The reason for that is because historically, companies that serve drinks like that would, like in Germany, okay, a place that's very similar to Oregon actually, they wanted to advertise their restaurant. And so they would make coasters and people could take them home and use them at home. But it was kind of a little reminder, hey, come to our restaurant, get some food, get some drink. Okay. The coasters reminded people to go to their favorite restaurants for food and drink. All right, terrific. Okay, so now I've got some research here. Okay, now this is very minimal, and the only reason it's minimal is because I'm just showing you guys. Okay, I'm going to click publish, and this will be all I'm going to do for this week. Okay, but I hope that when I see your website, you will have a lot of research set up, ready to go. Okay, honestly, the more you have here, the more valuable your project will be, because it will show that you have a very good understanding of the subject matter. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click publish. And publish. Don't forget to publish. All right, there we go. And there's my research page. Okay, so we've got some pretty good research that will back up what I am doing. All right, we've got laser engraving, and we've got the guy who made it, and we've got some why we have coasters. Okay, there we go. All right. Have a good week, guys. This is due Friday, by the way, so make sure you get your research done.